In this video, I'm going to talk about how to improve our Georgian skills through writing. So now in the previous video, I talked about how to improve our reading skills in Georgian. In order to improve our Georgian skills comprehensively, reading, writing, listening, and speaking, of course, one of the important components is writing. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips that we want to keep in mind so that we can improve our Georgian skills comprehensively through writing. Tip number 1. This is kind of very basic, but in order to write, this is the output. Writing is output. We need to have enough amount of input, which is reading. So reading and this kind of input is the foundation. And after we have enough amount of reading and knowledge and information on the language, in this case, the Georgian language, we can finally be able to write output. So first of all, if we want to start writing in foreign languages or in Georgian, we need to read a lot. We need to know a lot of vocabularies and a lot of grammatical rules. This is the first one that we need to know. We cannot write if we don't know how to read, if we don't have enough information, knowledge, and grammar on Georgian language. Tip number 2, this is more practical. In order to practice our writing, of course we can write in sentences or phrases in Georgian like this, but it's going to be very boring, right? So I would suggest you to download some language exchange applications, such as, for example, Tandem or HelloTalk, where you can find this is not advertisement, but because I use them, both of them, you can find your language learning partners. For example, if let's say you are learning Georgian, right, and there are a lot of Georgian people who are learning English or other languages, or maybe your mother tongue, right? So you can become language learning partners. For example, let's say currently I'm learning Arabic, Husha. In HelloTalk, one of the applications that I'm using, I find Arabic-speaking people who learn Japanese or English, and of course I want to learn Arabic, right? So on daily basis, I text them in Arabic, like very daily conversational topics. How are you doing? What are you going to do? How is the weather? Blah blah blah. But it's good. One of the reasons why it's good to use the application, language learning exchange application, is that first of all, you can read the sentences that your language partners text to you. This is an input, and also you can text them back anytime, any places. And also, since it's a kind of daily conversation, you will have more opportunities and chances to get to know more, I would say, unofficial or colloquial words that you wouldn't be able to find in official textbooks. So through applications, apps, we can both have good input and also output. And since you can do that anytime and anywhere. And also, recently I started to kind of use some AI, like ChatGPT or Gemini from Google. I text some sentences or phrases in the target languages, for example, in Arabic or Chinese Mandarin. Of course, it's kind of hard to guess if the AI's texts are grammatically correct or not. But still, it can be some kind of input and also output. But I still suggest you to use language learning applications because they are native speakers behind. So you will have like natural input and natural output that if you make mistakes, grammatical mistakes, they will fix you, correct you. So this is number 2, second tip that I can share with you. the third tip that I want you to keep in mind is when you write as output, try to make sure that your output is grammatically correct. For example, I am speaking English now, right? I'm saying this, but let's say you want to write this sentence down. I am speaking English now. I, first person, am, be verb, but first person singular form. Speaking, the verb speak, and you have to add ing because it's progressive form. And English as object, and also now, the time tense, right? The present tense. So, of course, when you get used to like writing, you start writing like automatically without like unconsciously, right? And grammatically correct. But at the beginning, try to make sure that your output is grammatically correct. And if you have any moments where you think that what you are writing, sentences or phrases, can be wrong grammatically, make sure to use a dictionary book as some kind of grammar dictionary to check if the grammar that you're trying to use is correct, because you don't want to remember the grammatical rules like in a wrong way, right? So outputting a lot, and also try to pay attention to the grammars that you are going to produce as an output and correct or not, and use the grammar textbook as a dictionary, because that's what I'm doing for any other languages. And also, if you don't have like a grammar textbook, of course you can ask AI recently. Ask AI to check your sentences or phrases are grammatically correct. Most of them are kind of helpful. And also you can ask your language learning partners if your sentences are, of course, asking them if your sentences is correct or not all the time can be kind of annoying, but sometimes if you are really curious on whether you are writing correct and grammatically correct, you can of course ask for some help from your language learning partners. So yeah, these are 3 tips. First of all, input, foundation, and then output. Read a lot and then start writing. First one. The second one, use the applications or AI for your convenient output writing. And third one, try to make sure that your output and sentences or phrases that you are writing are correct. And if you have any moments if you have like doubt on your output, try to make sure to check your grammars, because you don't want to produce the wrong output all the time, right? So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. When it comes to Georgian, I think AI is kind of improving, but at the same time it still makes kind of unnatural mistakes. So it's always better to have a native Georgian speakers, language learning partners, so that talking to AI is also fun, not fun but useful. But it's always good to have a friends to kind of motivate each other and also learn together. So in HelloTalk and Tandem there are lots of Georgian people as well, so I'm pretty much sure that you can find a good Mego Brevi.